Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzna, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It is Monday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day to my American friends. Some of you may not be aware, but my mother and her side of my family are American, so you guys have a special place in my heart. Anyhow, we got some footage from our heavy leg day today. Gonna be interesting to see how it goes. It's a planned deload, so won't be going quite as heavy as I have been, but really looking forward to getting in there. Everything's feeling pretty good. Energy isn't 100%. Been kind of battling a bit of a little throat infection for the past couple of days, so be interesting to see. I still feel pretty damn good. It's just in the mornings that throat's a little scratchy. It's not hitting me too hard. Something that's been on my mind. Whoops, Chief's taking a dump. I'll get to you in a second here. Feel better there, buddy? Was that good, Chief? Was that good? Alright, so as I was saying, as I was editing my videos this morning, reflecting on the weekend and my little cheat, binge, whatever you want to call it, I was reflecting on this overall journey that I've been going through. If you're new to my channel, you may not be aware that 5 years ago, I weighed 40 to 50 pounds fatter than what I am today. And it took me, I struggled for a good, say 6-7 years trying to drop that weight. I would lose 10 pounds, get down to about 178, 180, and then put it all back on. And I went through that cycle for, like I said, 6-7 years. What I found happened to me a lot was that I'd be really good for 3 days and then binge, get just, well, not even binge, I would, but it would start off by cheating just a bit, and then I would just get into that fuck it mentality. I can't stick with this, screw it. And that was really hard for me to break out of, because that one little cheat would just slide me right, I'd just fall completely off the wagon. Whereas here, these little cheats, these little binges don't faze me at all. It's like effortless for me to get back on track. I don't feel guilty about it. I don't beat myself up over it. I almost a lot of times look at as a good thing in most cases, or just something I can improve upon. So just interesting to reflect on this overall journey from the past few years and how I've evolved, how I've grown, how I've improved. It's just super exciting, which makes me realize when I think of how far I've come over the past 5-6 years, I think, you know what, I still, it's going to be really interesting to see how much more I can improve over the next 5 to 6 years. How will I handle these binges? Will these binges be a thing in the past for me? Will I be able to keep things in complete check and just let loose, but let loose within control? I think that's my biggest challenge right now is when I let loose, I have a tough time shutting it off that day. It's very easy for me to justify the excess calories. So that's something that I want to grow from and improve upon, and I know I can do it, especially when I reflect back on this journey that I've been on. It makes things a lot easier, really puts things into perspective. So that's where I'm at. Let's get to that footage from our leg workout. Get to her. And we got Rick kicking things off here on the hack squat. We're doing some cluster sets here, 4 sets of 4 with 10 seconds rest between sets, then resting for about 3 minutes and repeating again 2 more times for a total of 3 sets or 48 reps in total. And Rick's range is looking pretty damn awesome. This is probably the best I've ever seen him perform. Feeling really comfortable on the hack squat right now. It's a comfortable weight to lift, even though we're only doing 4 reps, taking that 10 seconds break. It's a comfortable weight. By the time you hit that 16th rep, it's a struggle, and that's exactly the way it should be. You're using a weight that you can lift about 10 reps with, but only doing 4 and taking that 10-second break in there. Things are looking pretty damn awesome. He had his strength today. He was doing really well, so not much of a deload for him, if anything at all. This is a deload for me on the trap bar deadlift, so going a little bit lighter than I did last week and not going to failure on this. You should never go to failure on a deadlift anyways. so this just felt good. I definitely had a few reps, probably about 3 reps in the tank there. Felt good, and I just left it at that, and didn't want to overexert myself. Wanted to stimulate those muscles, and again, you can't go balls out all the freaking time. You got to be smart with your training, and that felt right to me. I felt like I was doing the right thing for my body, just going a little bit lighter. And it was the weight that we were lifting that first week, and not going to complete failure felt really good. So here we got Paul doing power micro drop sets on the leg press. We're going for 6 reps, strip 25-pound plate off, do 2 more reps, strip a 25 off, 2 more reps. So you're doing 6 reps on that initial activation set, and then 4 sets of approximately 2 reps. You don't want, if you got a third, go for that third rep. You're just trying to make a small micro drop, and in the big picture, 25 pounds off this is a pretty small drop that allows you to do about approximately 2 more repetitions there. And Paul was looking great there. And later on in the workout, we hit some glute ham raises. And for Paul and Rick, who weigh a bit more than me, glute ham raises are a bit of a challenge to them, so they decided to use one of these resistance bands instead of just using their hands to push themselves up a little bit out of that sticking point. They're using a resistance band to get them out. Paul saw this on another YouTube channel, thought he'd give it a try, and it worked out really, really well for them. Post-workout meal, this is actually my first meal of the day. 2/3 cup oats, a cup of frozen mixed berries, a scoop of strawberry protein powder, 2 tablespoons of kefir. I just was not hungry, so that's, again, I trained in a fasted state for the second time during this cutting phase, and it shocks me. I never used to do very good with that, but I just wasn't hungry, had some BCAAs in me, and it worked. Dinner, some little fried chicken there that I put up, cooked in the frying pan, some homemade fries, and then after that, went and watched Noelle play soccer. There she is, cutting in, bringing that ball down the sideline. She scored one of the sweetest goals that she had this year. And then afterwards, we treated her and ourselves to some ice cream down at the beach, and just enjoyed the evening scenery. Great day. Ended up about 1,700 calories. I'm just going to let this fade into the end of the video here. Catch you tomorrow.